and welcome to DUSATV News. I'm Doug.
And I'm Inga. You may have probably seen the signs around the union and on campus advertising the DUSA exec elections. The DUSA media team is looking for new people to take charge as well. We are all very upset that our current president, Steven, is stepping down after 2 years of invaluable service. If you want to run for broadcast editor of DUSATV, editor-in-chief of the magazine, or Discover Radio studio manager, nominations are open now. Deadline is the 10th of February and you can apply at dusa.co.uk/elections.
For Burns Night, we went down to the SNP and Dares Cayley. Dares Dundee Uni's volunteering society. We had a lot of fun, although it turns out that the dance floor mono is not exactly suited to a whole load of people trying to do the gay Gordon. We thought we'd get John Alexander, the president of DUSNA, Dundee Uni SNP Society, to explain a little more about the society, about Burns Night, and about Scottish independence generally. Okay, hi John, thanks for being with us.
No problem.
How has the recent talk of a referendum affected your society?
Through the roof. We've had a lot of interest. At Refreshers Fair it wasn't the best, we didn't have the greatest turnout, but I mean last year for Freshers Fair especially, after the May's election result, we had 150 new members sign up to the society, and that was just at Freshers Fair. That's the first time I've been, and I mean that was a 500% increase on what we'd had the previous year, which is incredible. But I think that all stemmed from May's election as well, and the enthusiasm that everybody has.
Yeah. How do you see this is your opinion, but how do you see the referendum panning out? You know, do you see the people of Scotland choosing independence when it finally comes around?
Yeah, I definitely think all the opinion polls are showing a definite momentum for the referendum, and I think there's a lot of positive talk about Scotland in general. I'm really looking forward to the next 2 years for the discussions that we're going to be having and talking about what's best for Scotland.
Right. Well, there's people, not just in the media, but also, just ordinary people saying, well, independence wouldn't work and this and that. I mean, what do you have to say about that?
Well, I disagree, obviously.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
But even today, the education spokesperson for Labour, an MSP, came out today and says he doesn't have any qualms with the fact that Scotland could stand on its own 2 feet.
Yeah.
I think there's a general acceptance. We could be independent. There's no doubting that we're a small nation that could be successful and we can be independent. I think the argument is, will we be much more successful, or is there better to stay within the union?
Yeah. Well, I think one issue is a lot of people that are arguing against independence are just saying they're not arguing for the union, they're just arguing against independence. They're not giving any good reasons to stay in the union.
No.
Just saying it'll be better,
Yeah.
So yeah, I can certainly see your point. Finally, you obviously held a Burns Night recently. That was very successful. Do you see yourself holding more events like that within the uni? And do you see them, helping to kind of, I don't want to say push the cause along, but to promote the cause essentially? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when I took over in September, I was definitely thinking that the society needs to be more active across campus. Being a political society, you tend to get a lot less people. Obviously, people think politics, and there's a lot of apathy on campus as well, so people aren't really interested. They think it's going to be a boring conversation in a meeting. But I'm trying to get away from that and make it a much more social society.
Exactly.
I mean, we've done the Cayley to raise money for charity, so all of our earnings from that event went to Dare's charitable projects, and I definitely see us working closer with other groups that aren't necessarily political or anything like that to raise money for charity and stuff like that. I think it really does help, and it broadens the amount of people that you're going to relate to, and who might be interested in the society. They see a poster, they see Dundee Uni SNP, and they think might be interesting going along to that. So,
exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, this has been fantastic. Thank you very much for talking to us, John.
It's all right.
And,
thank you for having me.
Good luck for the future with you and your society. Thank you.
And independence.
Yeah, indeed. We're on 2014.
Yes. Thanks.
And finally, tickets for the Dalai Lama's visit in June go on sale on Wednesday as well. Tickets are available from the Dundee box office beside Carrot Hall, and they start at £10. Be aware the tickets will sell out fast. Everyone loves the Dalai Lama.
That's all for this week. Good night, Dundee.
Good night.